March's Traffic Safety Spotlight is on distracted driving, and every month police are out there looking for distracted drivers, but in March we put a little more focus on it. We know distracted driving is still a very significant traffic safety concern. Police catch between 400 and 600 distracted drivers every month in Saskatchewan, and it's a $280 fine. Our message to everyone is you probably have better things to do with that $280. Not only is it a $280 fine, it is 4 demerits, so depending on where you sit on the Safe Driver Recognition Scale, that could lead to additional financial penalties at $50 per point or a loss of your insurance discounts. Not only that, if you get a second cell phone ticket within a 1-year period, you are looking at a 1-week vehicle impoundment. And believe it or not, some people don't learn their lesson. In 2017, 37 people had their vehicles impounded for a week in Saskatchewan because they got 2 cell phone tickets within a 1-year period.
It's still remarkably common an offense. I think most people driving around just in their own cars will even identify a couple of violations as they go. So when you're in a stationary position like we are today and you're looking for nothing but that, it's very easy to find. So, well, cell phone use is by far the most common thing, and it's what we typically look for. There are other forms of distracted driving, of course, the full range from applying makeup to eating to, and you know, as soon as it affects driving, that's something we can enforce. We're seeing people who are trying to hide their behavior in terms of cell phone use. So as people develop new ways of trying to, you know, camouflage what they're doing, we're developing new ways of actually observing the behavior. In 2016, distracted driving was the number 2 factor in fatal collisions. 42 people lost their lives as a result of collisions in which distracted driving was a factor. It was the number 1 cause of collisions overall and the number 1 cause of injuries related to traffic collisions. The main thing we hear is people denying. So in fact, it's usually a lie, because a cell phone is a very distinct shape. It's not hard to identify. But we hear people telling us they were using it for music, they were using it for GPS, all sorts of excuses like that. Now, as soon as you're holding that phone, no matter what you're doing with it, it is an offense. So if you want to use your phone for GPS, it needs to be in a fixed mount. It cannot be in your hand while you're driving. I've seen eating, makeup, maps unfolded for people who still use maps. So dogs on the lap is one that's troublesome. Well, just things of that nature.